Every time my husband hurt me, he would toss me a prayer bead to make up for it. As the pain kept repeating, the box soon filled with beads, which also marked the end of our 3-year marriage. I immediately dialed a number. I was going to reveal my identity as a legal queen to the world and make him regret today's choice for life. We got married because of an accident. Back then, he had no choice but to marry me. Naive as I was, I gave him a string of prayer beads. Told him if he ever made me angry, he could give me one bead and I'd forgive him once. But 3 years passed. He always used meditation as an excuse to live apart from me. He didn't know that the beads he gave back had already filled an entire glass, and my patience had run out. He threw me another bead, then left to meet the scheming woman I immediately called an old partner. Told them I was returning to the legal world. But that night, I was woken by a phone call. It was him, drunk, asking me to pick him up. Even though I'd already decided to divorce, I still softened and went. I didn't expect that the moment I opened the car door, he would press a photo of the scheming woman to my face, mistake me for her, and kiss me. Without hesitation. At first, I thought it was just drunken confusion, until I saw photos scattered on the ground. At that moment, I felt sick, but he picked up one and kissed it affectionately. Only then did I truly realize his so-called meditation was just obsession with her. I broke down completely and pulled out the divorce papers I had prepared. He was too drunk to notice and signed them on the spot. Now I just had to wait out the 1-month cooling-off period, and I would be completely free. But the next day, the scheming woman came to my door, crying that she was being abused, wanting to file for divorce, and begged my husband to help her. But her case was a dead end. Plus, my husband specialized in criminal law. Taking it would ruin his perfect win record. Yet he still agreed. Even went to consult his sworn enemy. What he didn't know was that the enemy was me. Soon after my phone rang, I nervously answered, thinking he had recognized my voice, only to realize he never even saved my number. Hadn't planned to get involved. But out of kindness, I offered to analyze her case and give her a few divorce precedents for reference. But the moment I started speaking, my husband was drawn in by my professionalism. The scheming woman saw the danger and quickly interrupted, saying she had nowhere to stay and wanted to live in our house for a few days. To my surprise, my husband agreed without hesitation, even told her. We were already living separately when I brought her to the guest room. She immediately dropped the act and smirked, demanding I give her the master bedroom. I knew she was after money, so I coldly reminded her, if we divorced now, he would have to give me 70% of our assets, and she would end up with nothing. Sure enough, her face changed instantly. She dropped some fake tears, then ran downstairs crying to my husband, saying I didn't welcome her, and tried to stop him from helping her case. He believed her without a second thought, took her, and left, without looking back. Before leaving, he tossed me another prayer bead, telling me to stop bothering him. But the next day, the scheming woman invited me to dinner. When I arrived, the waiter casually mentioned that my husband had been ordering full meals for her for years, and waited until closing before leaving. I hadn't even recovered from the heartbreak when the two of them walked in together. As soon as they sat down, my husband started peeling shrimp for her. She pretended to be kind and passed the shrimp to me. That moment